So, you want to play guitar like TUYU? Well, you've come to the right place because I will be diving into the secrets of their guitar playing. Is it the blazingly fast playing? The sound of the guitar? What makes TUYU guitar sound like TUYU guitar? Well, we'll have to see who's behind the wheel first. And it's this guy. So if we want to become like him, we'll have to become a fellow. We'll have to see what this guy does on his guitar. Alright, let's start with his rhythm guitar playing. There's one thing that Pusu really likes in terms of rhythm guitars, and that's shell chords. So what are shell chords? Essentially, it's just an extended chord, but you remove the less important notes, like the fifth. You know how power chords don't have a major or minor feeling? Well, that's because the fifth, which is the interval that makes up a power chord, is not a guide tone. It doesn't really contribute to the feeling of the chord. A major 7 chord is still a major 7 chord without the fifth. But take out the 7th, and now it's just a major chord. Here are some shell chords which Pusu frequently uses. Pusu usually plays by hybrid picking them. The bass on the downbeat palm muted with the pick, and the rest on the upbeat with his fingers. Here are some songs that use this technique. This is our final case for rhythm playing. Pusu has a harsh style of playing, and when he strums a chord, he strums very hard. Like, look at this. Like, chill bro, you're stabbing it. Using a thicker pick with a sharper end also helps if you want to sound even more like Pusu. He uses an Ibanez Paul Gilbert signature pick, if I'm not mistaken, and quoting Jeet69's comment on my video here, with Pusu's harsh picking style, the pick sounds gets compressed along with the notes, which sounds awesome. I use a Dunlop Jazz 3 and can confirm it does indeed sound awesome. Okay, let's move on to his lead playing. Nothing screams more TUYU than the descending pentatonic triplets. I mean, I can just play this lick on its own and it'll sound like TUYU. This lick is actually pretty simple. It's just that Pusu plays it very quickly. This lick is just the minor pentatonic shape in first position, played descendingly in triplets, slowed down. It sounds something like this. This lick has literally been etched into my mind as a TUYU lick. It has become part of the TUYU sound for me. Here are just some songs that use this lick. You know what's better than fast pentatonic triplets? Fast chromatic triplets. Well, not exactly chromatic, but he very often plays the flat 3 and flat 6 when playing major scales. This is used less extensively compared to the fast pentatonic triplets, but it's still worth mentioning. Here are some songs that use this. This one might be more unnoticed, but Pusu likes to use double stop bends. When bending from the second to the third in the major scale, he often adds the fifth to make it a double stop bend. So, for example, instead of doing this, Pusu would probably play it like this. Here are just a few songs that use this technique. This one is also a bit more low-key, but I've noticed in quite a few of his guitar solos that he uses this particular major 7 arpeggio shape while omitting the root. He also likes to play around with the 7 and 4 in this major scale shape, and just like the previous double stop bend technique, this is something that you start to notice if you learn their songs. Here are some songs that use this arpeggio. Now that we know what techniques and licks Pusu uses, it's time to apply all of it.